This community is an old community. It's been here a long time, and these kids, there's a lot of times that all they do is just walk around or they sit on their couch.
I got contacted from a person that is part of the bike gangs of Fort Worth. He wanted to use our parking lot to start a bike shop in the box.
This is a place where kids can come, they can roll up, they can have their bikes fixed here without exchange of money or anything else. They can learn how to work on their bike.
And I said, absolutely. If it's gonna bring the community here to our parking lot, we wanna do it.
You know, bike repair is expensive, so we've got Carl and Peter here. They are wonderful at repairing. We have lots of supplies, so that doesn't cost anything. They have little boxes that have all the tools in it, so you can also come up. You know, sometimes dads come up with their kids. They come up, they get a little toolkit, they can go off to the side and then do some repairs. And then, of course, they can sign up for bike. They can leave the bike here to be repaired, or they can work on the bike, and then Peter and Carl can give them some pointers on what to do.
We support our community through Bike in the Box. We actually come out here almost every Sunday, and maybe not necessarily to work, but at minimum to bring out waters because it has been so hot, and some snacks. We want to try to make sure we support our people at Bike in the Box by helping them with some refreshments.
You know, if they need us in the shop, well, I'm in the shop. They need me to take off a tire. Here, get greasy. Doesn't matter. Sweat. Hey, I'm here for them. You know.
You know, the first time I heard about Bike in the Box was just a concept that our pastor brought before us. We didn't know what it was going to be. And I really didn't think too much about it, but I didn't really think that it was going to be something as substantial as it's been to our community. So it's been a real blessing to us as a church.
We've had more conversations with the community about who we are, our church. You know, a lot of times people have asked, well, who goes to that church? What's the name of that church? Now they know New Riverside. They know who we are because we're involved in we're involved with the schools, we're involved with the activities that happen here on Bonnie Bray. And so it's just been a blessing.
Well, it just helps out a lot of the people and brings them to the church, kind of puts the church in the spotlight of the neighborhood.
Last week there was a lady that showed up and fallen down, was bleeding. Have a first aid kit, just fixed her up, let her sit down and rest for a little while, give her some water and a snack, just have a talk with her and see how she is. So then there's a lot of opportunities to talk to people in the community that may be having a hard time. Just be there and listen to them, you know, just listen to what they have to say.
We're supposed to love others. Hey, this is love right here.
What's been a bigger blessing is how they've given bikes out to the community, to people who are needing transportation.
Well, there's a lot of people who show up that maybe can't afford a bike for their kids.
We are nearing the 3,700 ticket mark of bikes that have either been given away or repaired.
We have tricycles, we have three-wheelers, BMXs, and lowriders, and
we just want to give everybody a bike that wants a bike.
some of these ministries that we do is about inviting families. It's about families being here together, and we can work on trying to build disciples by showing people that we love them and we care for them, by bringing healing to them, and not just by fixing their bikes, but physically and mentally, and emotionally. You can see the joy that happens in people's lives that come together. So we get to visit and connect and build relationships. And so for me, I think this is the blessing, is they know who we are, we know who they are, and together we can bring so much good to this community here at Riverside.